everybody, how are you doing? Welcome to the next episode of Sydney Social Live, a one of its kind, thought-provoking talk show where we put the spotlight on hidden realities of modern-day social circles in Sydney. Why hidden realities? Because these are issues that a lot of people are struggling with, but unfortunately not enough people are talking about them, except of course us here at Sydney Social Live. So what is the purpose of this talk show? The purpose is to spark important conversations, to promote positivity, to foster a community that is non-judgmental and accepting. Now, as you all know, each week I have a very special guest who joins me on the show, and today we have the lovely Hiral Adhyaru. Yay. Hi Hiral, and welcome to Sydney Social Live.
Thank you so much.
How do you feel about being on the show?
I am super duper excited.
I am super duper excited as well. Do you want to tell people that, how long we've been known each other, but we are seeing each other after a long time as well? So you want to give a little bit of that?
Alright, so everyone knows Nim, right? But there is a personal connection between me and Nim. When I came here in Sydney for the first time, I started working in a company and we were working together. And do you remember how did we met, Nim?
No, actually I don't.
Oh my god, so I should tell you and everyone, it's a very lovely story. So what happened is I was very young and I came here like living Mumbai. The common thing between us is we are from Mumbai.
Yes.
So I was working there, I went to the printer room and I was just talking and I saw this Indian lady in front of me and I was so happy from inside. Oh my god, someone is here. I'm talking about more than like 13 years back.
Yeah, for sure.
And I took the printer paper, I was going and she said, Hiral? I'm like, मुझे यहाँ कौन पहचानता है? I was so happy. And I said, yeah, I'm Hiral. And she said, hi, I'm Nim. तो मैंने कहा, आप कैसे जानते हो मुझे? तो उन्होंने कहा हमारे एक कॉमन फ्रेंड थे जिस सबब में हम रहते थे एंड अभी आपको याद आ रहा है थोड़ा थोड़ा
धीरे धीरे कुछ तो आ रहा है बट आप अब स्टोरी अच्छी बता रहे हैं सो टेल अस
तो फिर उन्होंने कहा तो मैंने आप मुझे कैसे पहचाना बोलते मेरी फ्रेंड ने मुझे बताया था कि एक टॉल गर्ल है उसके बाल लंबे हैं तो आई थॉट इट्स यू आर अ न्यू गर्ल
Wow.
Yes.
And do you remember anything about what we chatted about?
Of course I do. That is a very important point she told me because I was new here. And you know how we Indians are, हम सबको घर पे बुलाते हैं, इतना सारा खाना बनाते हैं. And Nim told me, you know what Hiral, I want to give you a tip. Whenever you invite someone, just do potluck.
I'm the potluck queen. Why cook for so many people when you can each bring a dish and make life easy for everybody?
And you can taste different
absolutely.
food.
So did you follow that advice kabhi at least?
Sometimes, but because I'm not a potluck person, I really love to cook for people.
Okay, so then that advice is for people like me who think like maybe not really cooking is not our thing. But thank you for sharing that amazing story. I can't believe it's been so many years. And today when you walked into the studio, it just felt like time has stood still.
Exactly.
And that where have the years gone? But thank you for that. I'm so happy to have you on the show. I'm just going to read out a little bit about you to the audience. So Hiral, you're working full-time as a spare parts coordinator. She's also a Mandela Dot artist.
Yes.
And she does amazing work. She's a model, an anchor, a yoga lover. She loves to recite poems, both in Gujarati and Hindi, and she's the mom of 2 beautiful boys. And most importantly, she's a happy soul. Tell us a little bit about your mandala art, and I believe it was born during COVID?
Yes. So it's a very beautiful journey actually. What happened during COVID times, I'm a person who likes to do something, I just can't sit idle, something productive. So first, I like to dance. So वो मैंने पूरा फ़ायदा उठाया था अपने कोविड का मैंने बहुत सारे इंस्टाग्राम पे वीडियोस बनाए थे
I love your reels on Facebook as well.
Thank you so much.
Really nice.
तो उसके बाद I used to do some different paintings और CD पता है हमारी पुरानी CD जो अभी हम यूज़ नहीं करते
Correct.
तो वो मैं धीरे धीरे उस पे मधुबनी आर्ट है वारली आर्ट है and once you do something on YouTube gives you some recommendations. So उसमें आया मंडला आर्ट. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. फिर मुझे पता चला मंडला आर्ट, मंडला word is in Indian origin. So mandala is like mandal, so everything in circle. So it is related to some meditation and spiritual art it is. तो मुझे बहुत ही fascinating लगा. So I tried doing it and everyone is like, wow Hiral, that's so beautiful, that's so nice. I'm like, अच्छा इतना सबको पसंद आ रहा है, why not sell? And I told my husband that, can I sell? He said, no, leave it. I said, no, अगर husband ने मना किया तो जरूर करो.
High five on that.
I started with it small
That's
little
hilarious.
pots.
I hope your husband's not watching this.
I'm sure. तो मैंने एक market place पे I tried putting that pot and I'm not lying, this is a true story. Within 5 minutes नहीं मुझे directly 20 pots का order आ गया.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's it.
I'm doing this.
I'm doing this, and there was no looking back. उसके बाद back to back like दिवाली है, नए houses की painting है, gifting है. अभी तक मुझे सारे orders आते हैं, and I just keep on doing it. I love doing that.
Wow.
So you know, it happened in a flow state.
Yeah.
मैंने कभी जाना भी नहीं था what is mandala artist. Self-taught मैंने किया, and the best part about that is whenever people, and I have a huge client like Australian client and everything, or not only Indian.
Yeah.
So what they tell me is, Hiral, we connect to your art as like, you know, whenever we see your art, it gives a spiritual experience.
Wow.
And that is so satisfying for me.
It
you
is,
know?
it is.
And
Amazing.
Yeah, I love doing that,
Self-made
playing with
woman.
colors, and
Yeah.
you know, it just gives me immense happiness.
And it gives others immense happiness after they
Definitely.
spend time with the work you do. That is super awesome. That is a great story. Are we ready for the questions I have for you?
Always.
Yes.
Bring it on.
Bring it on. I just want to remind our audience, please say our hi to Hiral and myself. Leave your comments, ask us questions. We will do our best to say hi back to you if you've put that in the live session. And if it's afterwards, we'll go through the comments and respond to you as well.
And even if you can ask some questions if you like.
Absolutely. Please ask your questions.
Let's chit chat.
We will make it interactive, right? ठीक है. Excellent. All right, let's get started. So as you know, Sydney Social is about social life,
Yeah.
social circles,
Yeah.
friend circles, all of that stuff. So I have some questions for you based on some of the discussions we've been having offline. Some questions related to that theme.
Yeah.
ठीक है? So you just told us that you are self-taught, and during COVID you came up with this idea for mandala art, and you started something that's become so big now.
Yeah.
I'm sure that a lot of people would be in a similar boat where they're thinking, you know, what am I doing with my life? I feel I can do more.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure there's more I can explore. You know, I have to tap into my potential, all that kind of thing.
Correct.
But not everybody is doing something.
Yeah.
So I know you have a very interesting insight on this. You know, why are people not doing what they want to do?
This is a very interesting topic because few of my friends, and whenever someone meet me for the first time, like, you know, common group of friends, and they always say, how do you get a time to do all this?
Yeah.
And how do you manage? You don't get, like, you know, fear of judgment what you're doing. And I'm like, why should I fear anyone? If I like to do something, I will do it. And there are so many girls, everyone has a talent, right?
Yes.
Everyone got a talent.
Yeah.
But they are so much into tension. If I do this, what people will think about me? If I post this, people are going to judge me. You know, all that stuff. And they want to do so many things, but they say, I don't have time to do it. They have time to watch reels and comment on reels.
And scroll through social media.
Yeah, but they don't want to manage their time.
Yeah.
They are, like, as I said, fear of judgment and all that stuff. So whenever they talk about this topic, I always like to, you know, share my experience, how I manage time, how do I do it. And one thing I would like to add in this, whenever you post about time management, okay, I have a 10 minutes timer, I'm going to clean this room. And that's what I do. So we have that in common.
There you go.
So, yeah. So I'm not fussy. I don't have OCD. I'm not fussy about my closet. It's like nice. And, yeah, it's not that messy. But I'm not, like, you know, super
Obsessed with it.
Obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So I know that, okay, I start my day, okay, this time I'm going to do this. But from me, my priority is my job, the fresh meal, and then I'm going to spend time on reels. I'm going to make video, and I'm going to do my art and everything. So you need to manage your time.
Yes.
And now everyone is so supportive. Like, you know, if you want to do something, I'm sure your partner, your kids are so supportive, they'll help you out.
Yeah.
But just go for it. Just do it. Don't keep on thinking that, oh, I'll do this after 5 years. Once I turn 45, then I'll have time. There is no right time.
Correct.
When you start, that's the right time. Go for it. Just do it.
Just
ऐसे
do it.
लगता है कि लाइफ बहुत लंबी है पर नहीं होती.
Correct, correct.
अगर आपको कुछ मन में आया है, it means there is something. Universe is giving you sign. Just go for it and do it.
Give it a go. And
Yeah.
you know वो गाना है ना कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे
लोगों का, oh, I love that song.
You want to sing because I know you have a lovely
No,
voice.
no, please. I can recite Kavita, but I don't want to sing.
So just tell me those two lines of कुछ तो लोग कहें.
कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. आप कुछ भी कर लो नेम, एक्चुअली ऑन अ सीरियस नोट, कि आप कितना भी अच्छा कर लो या कुछ भी कर लो, लोगों के पास आपके लिए बोलने के लिए होता ही है.
They always have something.
Yeah, true friends की बात अलग है, जो आपको सपोर्ट करते हैं, आपके लिए खुश है. बट बाकी लोग आपका मजाक उड़ाते रहेंगे. Just let them have fun. It's okay.
Absolutely. And like I say, for some people, judging others is a full-time job in itself,
Yeah.
right? Let them do
Everyone
their
is a judge.
What I also heard from your answer is that it's important to know your priorities and
Yes.
where you want to give time. So
Yeah.
the essence of time management is knowing your priorities, right?
Correct.
So if you know that I want to make time for my children and for a fresh cooked meal, and I want to do my reels and I want to do my mandala art,
Yeah.
then it becomes a little easier to
Correct.
know how to allocate your time. Would
Yeah.
you agree?
Of course, that's what I do, because I like to manage my time like my daily course, because I know I'm very clear what I want to do and how much I want to do.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
Just I want to relax. So I
Absolutely.
know what I want.
Yes.
So I'm happy. Happy
Excellent.
soul, as I said.
You are a happy soul. You've always been a happy soul. So let me put a question to the audience. What do you think about time management? How important do you think it is to prioritize? Maybe a lot of people are not aware of their priorities, and that's where that confusion, lack of clarity happens. Because if everything, and sometimes everything seems equally important.
Correct.
You feel like you need, and this is the search for perfection. You want to be perfect at everything.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to allow a little bit of imperfection in
Of
some
course.
things. Right?
Imperfection is beautiful. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because I am so unorganized girl. I can't tell you when you come to my house. So I am not fussy at all, because when you're fussy about something, I think it leads to frustration and irritation, and then you fight with your partner and you shout at your kids.
Not worth it.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
The worth is what you want to do, and sometimes I think people are confused. Many girls tell me, at least you know what you want to do. I said, मुझे पहले से नहीं पता था मुझे क्या करना है.
Exactly.
हमें तो पता ही नहीं है हमें क्या करना है.
Yeah.
तो ऐसा नहीं है, तुम उसमें एनर्जी डालो, टाइम डालो, find your happiness,
Yes.
what you like to do, and just do it. Yeah,
And be
it's fine.
curious, because what you said is she was one day on YouTube and she found something about mandala art. She got curious about it, looked it up,
Yeah.
taught herself, and now started a business.
Exactly.
So when you find something new, that's a sign that, okay, I need to become curious.
Yeah.
है ना?
Like
So that's
kid,
Like a kid.
Kids are curious about everything. So
Yeah.
you should, that quality of kid, everyone should have it.
Absolutely, I love it. Also, in terms of excuses we give ourselves, right? When you say a lot of people want to do something,
Yeah.
but then they have these excuses.
Correct.
One is I don't have time. Okay. Secondly is I am too busy. That's why I don't have time.
हाँ, you
right?
are free. तुम्हारे पास बहुत टाइम है तो तुम रील बनाती हो. हाँ, correct. Okay.
She's got 2 kids, by the way. She's a
Two
very
boys.
busy mom, and she's a very busy professional, and yet she manages the time to do the things she loves. So we have a lot to learn from Hiral, of course.
And I would like to add in this, like,
Yes.
as I said, people judge you. So I remember when I came to Sydney that I decided that I don't want to work till my kids turn 2 and 2.5.
Okay.
So I like to take pictures. That's my hobby, and put it on social media and everything. I love to do that. So one of my friends, I still remember, we were having dinner together, and she's very like, she just say whatever she feels like. She, oh, so your husband works hard and you want to just take picture and put it on social media. I'm like, yeah, I like to do that. Thank you.
No need to give explanation.
Yeah. So I'm like, ऐसे भी होते हैं लोग, ऐसे directly बोल देते हैं आपको.
Yeah.
Okay, but they don't know my story.
Yes.
That is my choice. That I don't want to
Absolutely.
work
Yes.
because मेरे बच्चे छोटे हैं.
Yeah.
Whenever I am ready, I'll work.
Yes.
But till that time, so उसको ये problem है कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ. Correct.
So if you're at home, you've got to be unhappy. Otherwise,
Exactly.
it's not allowed. You
Yeah.
can't be allowed to be happy. But and I'm glad you brought that up, because at different points in our lives, and I've often written about this, we have to make sacrifices, and we have to decide this is not the time for me to be doing. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's the right time to have a career. Sometimes it's not the right time.
Yeah.
As long as the people who matter to you are okay,
Yeah.
it's okay,
Exactly.
right? Because like you said, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. So that's one excuse. I'm too busy. But
Yeah.
again, busy and productive are not the same thing. So
Yes.
a lot of people are busy, but not necessarily productive.
Productive.
What are some other excuses we give ourselves that stop us from doing the things we want? एक तो I'm too busy.
हाँ, क्योंकि मुझे पता है there are so many people. She likes clean kitchen. Okay. But clean kitchen means you clean once and it's done. It's clean. Oh my God, there is a haldi wala dog. Let me clean it. Oh my God, don't do this. And when you go at someone's place, you see them how fussy they are.
Yes.
You know, they just want to keep on cleaning when you're standing.
And as a guest, maybe we don't feel that comfortable, right?
I never feel comfortable.
Yes.
See, if I'm your guest, I'll help you. Don't worry. I'll not go without helping you. But we are standing there. Oh, you're finished the snacks? Okay, let me put it in the dishwasher. Oh, you're done? Okay, let me clean this. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to come at your place next time.
So the art of being a good hostess is not just about how sparkling the cutlery is or how sparkling the kitchen is. It's also about making a person feel at home.
At home. Make them comfortable. Sit with them. What they want, your time, right?
Yes.
Sit with them, chit chat.
Yeah.
काम होता रहेगा यार. पूरे end मैं सबको यही कहती हूँ. I tell all my friends, काम तो तुम जब मरोगे ना उसके 1 मिनट तक रहेगा. So just relax.
Work is going nowhere. It is the most loyal thing on earth. It's always waiting for you even when you completely ignore it.
Exactly.
The other excuse I find a lot of people giving is I'm too old.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm too old, and that's when I remind them of what Eleanor Roosevelt said. Today is the oldest you've ever been, and the youngest you'll ever be again.
Wow.
So if this year, whatever age you are, you're going to be plus 1 year next year. So only getting older.
Yeah.
So stop telling yourself you're too old. What do you think?
Of course, there are so many friends of mine who turn 40 and they say, oh my God, I've turned 40, so much to do. I'm like, why you were waiting till 40 then?
Yes.
And now you're 40 and now you realize that I want to do so many things and still you're not doing that.
Because of all these reasons.
And then you'll be 50.
Yeah. And
Still
then
you're
you'll
not
be 60.
doing that. And then you'll be 60.
And then one day you'll just run out of birthdays.
Yes.
And you look back and you think, I should have started 20 years ago.
Yes. और वो bucket list वहीं की वहीं रह जाती है. Time चला गया है.
Yeah.
So that's the sad part what I think. So I always make sure whatever the opportunity comes, I grab. I want to do everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes people say, कितने घोड़े पे सवार हो गया? I'm like, हर घोड़े पे सवार हूँ.
So for those who don't understand Hindi, कितने घोड़े पे सवार हो is what your sort of finger in
Like how many things you want to do?
Yeah.
Like you know how many horses you want to ride on. Like you can't ride so many horses. That's not true. I don't believe that.
Yeah, yeah. And look, as long as you are able to allocate time and you are in a state of emotional and mental well-being, physical well-being, no harm, right?
And it's okay. Like I don't mean to say that everyone has to do everything.
Correct.
Just my simple formula is do whatever makes you happy. If you don't want to do anything, you're not happy, perfect.
So
do
be
that.
it. Yeah, yeah. But also we need to recognize that everybody's definition of happiness is different.
Different.
Right? Whether you're making reels or whether you're starting a business or
Yeah.
whatever, that's your definition of happiness. And the more we start realizing this as a community, as a society, to just let each other be.
Be happy the way they are.
The
No
way they
need
want
to
to
judge them.
Exactly.
You know, there are so many, like when I was doing events, I was so busy named back to back. But as I said, I like to cook fresh meal. Like I cook twice a day. सुबह 5 बजे उठ के I cook. रात को भी आके मैं cook करती हूँ. That is my main priority. अगर मेरे कपड़े गंदे वहाँ पे पड़े हैं जिसको अभी तक मैंने fold नहीं, I haven't folded yet, that's fine for me.
Correct.
But I want to cook fresh meal for my kids and my family.
Correct.
That is my main priority.
Yes.
So I do that, you know, I manage that time. I do that and my husband is very supportive and all that. So
Well done. We need more people like him,
yes,
right?
he is very supportive. I was doing these events and people like, you know, what they ask me? Oh, you know how to cook?
They thought you only know how to make reels, you know?
Yes. So this is how they judge you, you know. Or maybe she's so busy on social media. She's so busy with her business. She don't know how to cook. But I do.
Wow. Okay, that is interesting. Acha, now we're talking about friendships and friends and stuff like that. I want to come to our next topic, which is that one of the things I have observed is that yes, there are some true friendships around, but there are also many others which are not true friendships, right? And you know, some of the friends are two-faced.
Yeah.
And we used a very interesting word when we were chatting offline about transactional friendships.
Oh, yes, very popular.
Let's talk a little bit about transactional friendships and your insights on that.
Sure. So before I go ahead, I think me and my husband, we are very, very lucky. We have a wonderful friends in Sydney. So whenever I read somewhere that, you know, I'm so lonely, we do not have friends, sometimes I feel bad. But I feel that me and my husband are very, very lucky. We have lovely friends.
Yeah.
You have seen my Facebook, right?
Yes.
There are so many people.
So
and
big
there's
shout
lovely
out
girls.
to Hiral's friends.
Love you all. Really, they all are so supportive. But I should say that there are few friends. They are like I can feel, you know, vibe very easily. I'm very good with reading people.
Yeah.
Their, like, you know, body language and everything. So मुझे वो पहली बार, I know it's very difficult to judge, like I'm not judging, but to get that idea, but for me it's very easy to get an idea. कि इसके साथ मेरा चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा, you know?
Correct.
Because some people are so fake that you can make out, like, you know, they're too sweet to you for the first time. They're like, come over for dinner, you will do this. I'm like, hold on, give us some time.
Yeah, not everybody likes to be invited for dinner 5 minutes after meeting them.
Exactly. There are some, oh, very nice meeting. Come over for dinner. Really?
Not just yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think are the qualities of a true friend according to you?
True friendship for us, we have many ups and downs. When we were in India for 5 years again, so we know who all our true friends are. Like at 3 a.m. also we call them. We need this help. They are always there for us regarding kids, family. You know, we don't have to like give explanation. We don't have to, see, for me true friendship is you don't have to think twice before saying something. It doesn't mean you be rude or blunt and say anything, but we know they'll understand what you mean.
Yes.
You know, and I'm really blessed, Nim. We have beautiful friend circle in Sydney.
That is so important, and being on the same wavelength as well.
Exactly.
Is very important.
Yeah, and I think me and Dhaval are very clear whom we want in life. We don't want any negative, any toxic people. So that is the reason we have only good friends in our friend circle. Because there are people who make you feel that, you know, there are people, they think that if you buy some expensive stuff, then only you are our friends.
Worthy of being a
Worthy
friend.
of friends. I'm like, no, we don't want that.
Yeah.
And I was chit-chatting with one of my friends, and she told me nowadays there is a trend. If I invite you in the party, you go to Myers or Zara, buy dress just to show your status, and next day you return that.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
Wow.
How does it matter if I wear something from Kmart? How does it matter to you?
Yeah. Does it make you less of a person?
Yeah. They want to buy, they just want to buy like, you know, expensive cars, expensive clothes, then only you are a good person.
And a good friend?
You are not coming in my friend circle.
Wow. So imagine a friendship that is based on such superficial factors. Definitely is not going to last long, right?
No. And there are so many events going on. And when you go there and you just observe people, they are so fake, Nim. I think most of the friendships are fake. And if they know, oh, you have good business, okay, that's a good time to do friendship with you, because you'll help me to grow my business. You help me, I'll help you.
Yeah.
You know, just posting about their business all the time.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Yeah. And see, it's not bad. If you say it's networking, it's fine.
Correct.
But just we say in Hindi, chatu karida. You know?
Yes. Flattery for the sake of it.
Yeah.
That is not.
That is not. And I can't cope up with that kind of friendship. Not for long. I can't do that. Yeah.
So we've really discussed what the definition of a true friend is, and you know what we really should look for in true friends is the lack of judgment. And like you said, you don't have to walk on eggshells around friends. You don't have to think कि मेरे मुंह से क्या निकलेगा and this person will take offense, right? They'll get it.
Yeah.
So that
there are so many friends I have like that, and they, whenever you, sometimes they're so nice to you. Next time you meet them, they're totally different personalities. And sometimes we think like, you know, maybe the mood is bad, so it's okay, we ignore that.
Yeah.
But if it's happening again and again, there is something wrong with it. Just stop it. You know?
So talking about this, I've also heard people say that, you know, they're trying to call a certain friend a few times, and she either completely ignores their calls, doesn't take or doesn't return the calls.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say? Do you think somebody who's not returning calls, is it worth chasing them, or what's your
Absolutely
philosophy?
not. Absolutely. So once or twice you understand they are busy, because everyone is busy, we know that how fast our life is.
Yeah.
But once, twice, thrice, then you should, I think,
Get the message.
get a message, get a hint, girl. Stop calling her. Maybe she's not interested. If you meet, just say hi, hello.
Yeah.
But don't get too much involved. It's fine. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is sometimes you go to these events or
Yeah.
parties and you meet somebody you think is interesting.
Yeah.
And they may have a really great chat with you, but it's not compulsory that just because you had a great chat,
Correct.
that person is now interested in having you long term as a friend
Correct.
in their life. That's where some people might make a mistake. That I had a
Yeah.
great chat, let's invite them over next
Yeah.
week itself.
Yeah.
And not everybody
They'll
likes
just send
that.
immediately when you see next time, oh, they're already friends on Facebook.
Yeah, and you already have a chai pe aa jao, which not everybody likes. You know,
Yeah.
some people thrive on it. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
But some others like their space.
Correct.
So it's a case of too close too soon. You know, you
Yeah.
have to give people that
Time,
space.
yeah,
है ना?
definitely. And
Fabulous.
it always, relationships are always two-sided, right?
Yes.
If one person is trying very hard, that's also not worth it. You're putting your emotions, your time, and you see that, you are not getting same
Yeah.
back. So just stop it, It's okay, just be happy in
Yeah.
whatever you have.
Yeah.
Stay alone, make reels.
Look, and then like I always say, there's 7 to 8 billion people on this planet.
Exactly.
So, find new friends.
Definitely.
Make reels.
Make reels. We should make one, what's it?
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, that was great. Thank you for sharing your insights on such an important topic, which brings me to my last topic for the day, okay? This is a very important one, and that's why I kept it for last.
Yeah.
So right now, as you know, HSC is going on,
Yeah.
okay? It's a time of hope, but it's also a time of fear. It's a time of stress for a lot of people. What I've noticed is the competition, but I'm not talking about healthy competition. I am talking about the unhealthy competition that exists. Hold your horses, not between children. The unhealthy competition that exists between parents of children who are either sitting the HSC or about to sit the selective school exam or the OC exam or whatever. There is this unhealthy competition, and that's not good for anybody. So I know you wanted to share some thoughts on this.
Definitely, because my son who just appeared for OC exam, and I think kids don't know what is unhealthy competition is until and unless parents teach them with their behavior what they are doing, because I think kids always observe what you are doing.
Yes.
They always say what you are talking in the house,
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one example. When my eldest son was in selective, we were not into, because we were new here and we don't know what I think most of the parents don't know what selective and OC is. They're like, okay, selective and OC, okay, come on, let's send our kids to tuitions. One tuition, two tuition. People do that. Send their kids to two tuitions. I think selective and OC are for gifted and talented kids who want more to study, want more to learn. So for them it is. But nowadays the competition is at another level.
Yes.
And one example.
At all costs, you have to get admission.
You have to get.
Yeah.
Like, why are you giving that pressure to your kid? And sometimes I was just chatting with a few of my friends, and they realized later that we pressured a lot to our kids and they failed, and now kids are getting into that sad phase. Like, oh, I did not pass and my friends passed. See, what have you done to your kid?
Yeah.
They were so happy what they were doing. They are see, selective and OC is not the bar that your child is intelligent or not.
Correct.
Every child is unique.
Yes.
Give them their space.
Yes.
Let them be happy.
Yeah.
And one of my friends, she called me after 5 minutes of results. Did your son get into selective? I said no. Oh God, so sad. I said, who told you that we are sad? We are not sad. And one beautiful thing, one of my eldest son's teacher told me, do you know, Hiral, that OC and selective is only in NSW? No other state has OC and selective. And she told me, do you think every kid is in Cherrybrook, every kid is in Castle Hill, every kid is in Bockham Hills, but especially our generation parents, they are searching for houses there. Oh, I want to send to my kids to the best school.
Yeah.
This is the best school. This is what happening. Selective, OC, Baapre, it's another level.
Yes.
Another
And
level.
also I think, okay, some are aspirational, and there's nothing wrong in striving to get into, for
Of course, nothing wrong.
get into a selective, right? But agar nahi mila,
Yeah.
it is not the end of the world.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean your child is a dud or a failure.
No.
Because they could have other talents that could be non-academic.
Exactly.
Right? And like you said, a child could have been happy and carefree, but after noticing their parents' reaction to their HSC result or their selective school result, they go into their shell, they lose that confidence, that carefree nature, because they hear their parents being apologetic or even ashamed of that fact.
Yeah, and that's what, this is a very good point. So what we did is, we told my son that it's okay if you pass, you fail. It's not fail, right? You're just not getting that marks.
Into it, yeah.
And he got a very good marks actually, but the school which we filled up, and there is some system that if you don't get into that school, you're done. So we told him that it's perfectly fine. We created that environment that he is happy. And what, as a parent, what we thought, that one of his friends got into selective, we told him, let's go. Let's buy a gift. Let's take some chocolates and go and congratulate him, because he worked hard.
Yes.
So be happy in your friend's success.
Absolutely.
So this is what me and my partner wanted to pass this thing to me, and I'm sure that we did a very good job.
I think you did an amazing job, and more parents should do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't be sad because he did not get into it, but at least encourage. So I'm sure now he don't have that jealousy part in him.
Yes.
That he's sad or he's jealous of someone. No.
Yeah.
He worked hard, he got into it. Go and congratulate him. Be happy in your friend's happiness. And I'm very proud that he is also like that.
That
He's
is so amazing.
Yeah, because mostly, like, one more of his friend, he got into selective, and he was so happy. He called, he congratulated him. So I'm like, okay, I'm doing a good parenting.
You certainly are. You are absolutely on the right track, and kudos to you. That is really needed, in today's society, to learn to celebrate everybody's success. It doesn't have to be, you don't get in, so you should not celebrate.
Nowadays, peer pressure and everything. So as a parent, I think that's what me and my husband always make sure, that be happy what you have, be happy what you're doing, work hard, be kind. That's all we need, just be happy.
Absolutely.
That's all.
And exams should be just another stepping stone to something else in future. It's not the end of the world. By all means, give it your best shot, but if you don't get in, then we should, and also people should not judge those who don't get in, because that's also I found that people then tend to ostracize or push away those who didn't get into, for example, certain mark in HSC or didn't get into a selective school. Then they don't want those kids in their social circle, which is also quite sad.
That lady, she stopped talking to us.
Oh, Hiral. Oh,
but I'm lucky she did.
It was a blessing in disguise.
It was a blessing, thank you.
Because you don't want to be surrounded by judgmental people anyway, right?
Even I don't want my kids to be with that, because of course if your parents are like that, somewhere you will get that.
Of course. Because we become a product of the conversations we are hearing around us. And if it's constantly about, are we better than everybody else? You're going to grow up thinking like that and constantly trying to keep up with the Joneses. So that was it for today. I'm now going into our rapid fire round. Are we ready for our rapid fire round?
Yeah.
You don't have to give one word answer. You can expand, because if there's a story behind your answer, by all means, feel free to
always
share.
Storyteller.
So you are quite the fashionista. So I'm going to start with a fashion-related question. Stilettos or flats?
Always high heels.
Is it?
Yeah, I have a very good height, but still I like to wear high heels.
And what about when you're doing your dancing reels? Usme bhi high heels?
हाँ, मैं पहन लेती हूँ high heels.
So you can dance with high heels.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So whenever I go to Bollywood party or any DJ or anything, I love to do that.
Okay, that's good. अच्छा, chai या coffee?
Chai person.
Really?
वो भी अदरक वाली.
Oh.
Without adrak, no chai.
No chai.
Don't invite me.
Yeah. Please, if you're inviting her and you're offering chai.
Only adrak wali chai.
So coffee is a no-no?
No, I don't like coffee. I don't like that bitter taste of coffee.
And chai mein is there shakkar, like sugar?
2 spoons. सबसे ज़्यादा भर के शक्कर.
So I hope you all are taking notes, because there's no other way she's going to.
Adrak and shakkar.
That's it. She's not fussy, just that.
No, not fussy. Just for chai.
Just for chai. Okay, are you a morning person or a night owl?
Morning person. You tell me to wake up every day I wake up at 5 o'clock.
Wow.
So I do my prayer, my yoga, I cook food and everything, and so I'm always, अगर मुझे रात को जागने को बोल दो, so it's a funny story about that. My kids and Mama, let's watch movie, family time. Friday night, after working so hard from 5 o'clock, and I said, okay, let's watch. The movie started, I slept.
And then I'm sure they say, you never stay awake.
Exactly. And whenever I say, let's watch a movie. No, Mama, not with you. Then I say, okay, we'll watch movie on Saturday evening. That's the best time.
That's when Mom will be definitely.
But I'm a morning person. Like you tell me to go for walks and for sunrise. I love sunrise immensely.
Wow. Okay, good to know. Acha, this is going to be a tough choice for you. Aloo paratha or plain dosa?
Oh my God, Nim, this is a very tough test. Can I choose both?
No. You have to pick one.
Oh God.
कौन सा choose करोगे?
Okay, dosa.
You like, and so it's plain dosa. You don't like masala?
No, I don't like. I just like plain dosa with chutney and sambar.
So dosa में आलू नहीं, लेकिन पराठा में आलू अच्छा.
पराठा. तो अलग दो खाने मिल जाएंगे ना.
Correct. Okay. And lastly, what's your favorite cuisine?
Indian.
Totally. Desi khana.
Desi, pure desi girl.
How awesome. So if that's the case, do you have a favorite go-to restaurant in Sydney?
देखो बड़ी तो सबको पता है, but I like one, like I said, I'm a paratha lover. So there is a restaurant called Desi Chaat Wala. Okay. In Blacktown.
Desi Chaat Wala.
Yeah, Desi Chaat Wala. So you get everything like parathas, like proper typical Punjabi parathas. So whenever I always feel like paratha actually, but I can't go every day. So yeah, it's very nice. So it's near Blacktown Mall. Okay. So when you come West Point, you come out, आप खड़े रह के भी खा सकते हो. और अगर बैठ के अंदर खाना तो कैसे proper Indian feeling आती है ना, वो छोटी सी गली में बैठो. You order parathas, you get momos as well. Okay. You get full thali. So it's and the best part of that thing is that restaurant is वो रात को 12 बजे तक open till
Wow.
12 a.m.
So is it a vegetarian restaurant?
No,
or
no, no.
You
no.
get everything.
Yeah, you get everything.
Okay.
But you should try it.
So it's Desi Chaat Wala.
Desi Chaat
Desi
Wala.
Chaat Wala in
In
Blacktown.
Blacktown.
And if you're watching the show, this is one of Hiral's favorite restaurants. So that is awesome. So Hiral, that brings us to the end of today.
That's it, Nim.
I hope you enjoyed. I could go on chatting with Hiral forever because you know, I just felt like we were sitting in a cafe and doing chai pe charcha. I forgot it's live bhi chal. Oh my goodness, live bhi chal raha hai.
Live bhi chal raha hai.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
and
me.
after so many years, you know, all those years ago, we met in a corporate space, and today we are sitting here chatting on Sydney social life. So time totally flies. Any last words you want to tell our viewers?
Girls and boys as well, right?
Yes.
Go for it. This is the right time. Do whatever you like. देखो job तो हमें करनी ही है because we want to pay our bills. Interest rates नहीं.
Absolutely. That's a whole show on itself that we'll have to do. Yes.
So, but you should have a hobby which will give you immense happiness. Trust me. Find one. I know many people don't know what they want to do. Find one and go for it.
I love it. And like Hiral herself did, become curious and learn new things. You find a new concept, ask questions, explore, study. She's self-taught, and look how far she's come.
People have sometimes, you know, they fear that what people are going to think about me, or they even fear themselves. What if I fail?
Yeah.
You'll just fail. That's it.
Yeah.
Go on another one.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Love it. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. And like I say, it's a Sunday afternoon, so many of you join in live, but then many of you also watch the recording. So thank you for that. And if you haven't left a comment, do so even after after the live finishes. I'm sure Hiral would love to say hi to you all.
Thank you all.
Take care. See you
Bye-bye.
next week. Bye.